All right, good morning, everybody. It's a pretty dreary day outside, but man, is it a bright day inside. We're going to go ahead and get started. For today's run of show, we're going to have Director of Athletics Beth Getz introduce our University President, Jeffrey Mearns, and then have comments from him, comments from Ms. Getz, and then we will have questions for Coach Lewis. For a photo opportunity, we're going to have it off to the side here, just as an FYI, so photographers, if you want to come up around, and then from there we will take questions from the media. So with that, I will introduce our Director of Athletics, Beth Getz.
Good morning, and is it not a great day to be a Cardinal? I am incredibly privileged to serve at an institution with such tremendous partnerships across our campus. I'm thankful for the alignment that we have from our Board of Trustees to President Mearns that values the transformational impact and the important role that our department has in furthering the mission and strategic plan at Ball State University. Our president is a bold and visionary leader, setting a daily example of how to embody values and character on the path to achieving excellence. I truly thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your engagement, and your belief in me during this process. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our 17th president of Ball State University, Jeffrey Mearns.
Thank you, Beth. Thank you for your kind words, and good morning. As Beth said, it is indeed a great day to be a Ball State Cardinal, and I have the good fortune today and every day to serve as the president here at Ball State, and thank you all for joining us. Thank you for joining us this morning for a special event as we formally announce the appointment of our new head men's basketball coach, Mike Lewis, and to welcome his family here with us today. So before I share just a few brief words about Coach Lewis, I want to express my appreciation to Beth. As you know, I frequently say, because I genuinely mean it, Beth Getz is the best director of intercollegiate athletics in the United States of America. So it's because of her that our athletics programs all across all of our programs continue to excel on the court, on the field, in the classroom, and they represent us all so well in the community. So I had the opportunity to meet Coach Lewis during the interview process. I think we spent about 45 minutes together, and there were three things that I want to share with you, three things that impressed me about Coach Lewis. I think all of you know he was an outstanding basketball player, and when his playing career concluded a few years ago, he at that time had the most career assists in the history of Indiana University basketball. Of course, that's relevant because it demonstrates he was an outstanding basketball player, but to me, what it demonstrates is that he understands the responsibility of leadership. That leadership is about facilitating the success of your teammates and not necessarily advancing your own success. So his playing career demonstrates his character as a leader. We also spent a few minutes talking about his coaching philosophy, and it's clear that he understands our expectations. It's clear he understands our expectations for all of our coaches, which is to prepare our student athletes to excel on the court, to excel in the classroom, and that it is our responsibility to prepare them for the careers that they will pursue after they graduate from Ball State. And then third, I was impressed with his character and his values. We all know he's passionate. I think we can just ask Coach Knight. But we've all seen the energy and passion that he has demonstrated here at Ball State in just 10 short days. And I've come to know that he is fiercely loyal. Heck, he's married to the same woman that he met in the 4th grade at elementary school. And you're a lucky man. And we're quite fortunate that Coach Lewis and his family, with his wife and 2 daughters, that they have come back home here to Indiana. So, Coach, congratulations, and let's go Cardinals.
Thank you, President Mearns. I think we all already know this, but basketball in Indiana just means more. And as we begin a new chapter here at Ball State, Coach Lewis embodies all that that means. I want to first thank our student athletes for their patience and faith in us during this transition. I'm grateful to our staff who worked behind the scenes to ensure we made a swift but the best decision for the future of our program. I want to specifically acknowledge Sean Sullivan, Lindsey Blom, and Alex Perry. To all of our coaches and staff who have already embraced Coach Lewis, thank you. To all of you that have created this culture of championships, this culture of excellence, you made it easy to attract a candidate like Coach Lewis. Across our cities and small towns, on baskets and driveways and parks, young boys and girls put up shops dreaming of being an Indiana high school basketball star, of wearing a college jersey, of playing in the NCAA tournament, or making the winning shot in front of a crowded stands of fans and family. Basketball here in Indiana just means more. All of those dreams are wrapped up in Michael Lewis, our new head coach. As you've learned over the past few weeks, Michael's story began in Jasper, Indiana, where after becoming an Indiana All-Stars, a prolific scorer, he played for Bob Knight, leading Indiana as a team captain and an all-time assist leader. After playing professionally for 2 years, he began his coaching career at Texas Tech with stops at Eastern Illinois, Butler, Nebraska, and most recently UCLA, where he finished with a Final Four run and the Sweet 16. Known as a relationship builder and a relentless recruiter, Brad Stevens says there is no one more loyal to their athletes and institutions than Michael Lewis. With a genuine and authentic desire to engage across campus and in the community, Tim Miles and Mick Cronin rave about how naturally people gravitate to Michael and the imprint he makes on those around the program. Those that have been coached by him are inspired by the personal investment he makes to ensure they reach their potential on the court and become men of character off of it. A fierce competitor who believes that demanding the best from his guys in the classroom and in the community leads to success on the court. Michael embodies what basketball means in this state. He embodies the values and commitment of students that define Ball State, and he embodies the competitive spirit and passion evidenced when you jumped out of the car on Highway 69 to take a photo next to the Ball State University sign. He embodies that competitive spirit and passion necessary to see Ball State pursue MAC championships and its NCAA tournament dreams. Basketball at Ball State just means more. Under his leadership, you're going to see a team that plays with heart, with unmatched toughness, and plays an exciting brand of basketball. In Michael Lewis, we found a coach who welcomes high expectations, a work ethic that inspires all around him, and a contagious enthusiasm that will ignite the passion of our fans and alumni across the state and beyond. I am proud today to welcome Michael, Nicole, Avery, and Emma to the Cardinal family, and proud once again to call Michael a teammate, and thrilled to see him lead Ball State men's basketball onward. Our new men's basketball coach, Michael Lewis.
Well, when I wrote that for Beth, I didn't know she was going to read that word for word. So, no, thank you. Obviously, we've been talking about this for 10 days. I am unbelievably excited to be the head coach here at Ball State. I want to thank President Mearns and obviously Beth, the Board of Trustees, and the people on the committee for believing in me and trusting in me to run your program here at Ball State. I've had many people reach out to me and tell me, hey, thank your wife early so you don't forget. So Beth touched upon it. Nicole's been she's been my best friend since 4th grade. So that pulls on all the heartstrings of all the women in attendance, and the guys are kind of like, but I get it. I get it. But no, I have literally moved her across the country, chasing a dream, and she's never blinked. She's never asked questions. I don't know if she's been thrilled every time, but she just goes along with it, and I know she shares in my excitement in being back in Indiana and leading this program at Ball State. Avery and Emma, that's Nicole's best work, because obviously as a coach, you spend a lot of time, probably more time, with other people's children than your own. And they didn't sign up for that, but Nicole has done a great job raising these two, who make me extremely proud every day, like most days, right, Emma? Like most days? Most days. So I'm excited for all of you to learn about them, get to know them, and embrace them here in the Muncie community. My brother Brian is here. He's my younger brother, so I get to pick on him a little bit, but very proud of what he's become. He's now the assistant commissioner at the Indiana High School Athletic Association, which just, broadens my connections to this state and basketball in this state. Nicole's mom and dad, Ken and Nancy, are in attendance. Ken made a really bad decision almost 20 years ago in allowing me to marry his daughter, but he's rolling along with it. I get asked all the time, why Ball State? And obviously, outside of the cosmetic things of being back in Indiana, being a program that when I was growing up, I felt like was the premier mid-major program in the state, that was competing for championships. I think when you combine that, as I was going through my journey and what I'm looking for as a coach, you have the leadership of Jeff and Beth and their vision of what a basketball program can mean to a university, what it can do for a university, and what, quite frankly, their expectations are, completely aligned with what I've been searching for 18 years as an assistant coach. And so when you have that type of leadership alignment with the views that I want to do, what I want to accomplish with a basketball program, I think it's set up for success. If you don't have that, it's really difficult to win. And so with these two's leadership and their vision for the program being in line with mine, I think we can achieve some great things here at Ball State. I've had the opportunity to learn from some great men, all the way by my high school coach, Ken Schulteis, is in attendance, going from there to obviously playing and working for Coach Knight at Indiana, and then working for him at Texas Tech, to Danny Casper, to Mike Miller, to Porter Moser for a hot second. A lot of people don't know about that one. But Porter Moser, Brad Stevens, Brandon Miller, Chris Holtman, Tim Miles, and lastly, just recently at UCLA with Mick Cronin. I've been able to take a great deal of knowledge from all of those men, unbelievable people of character, great leaders of programs that have all had success at a high level. And so I'm very comfortable in my own skin and very comfortable in who I am, and I can take parts of all of those men and kind of be who I am and put it into how I want to coach and how I want to lead a program, and I need to thank all of them. Also, would be remiss if I don't thank James Whitford for his 9 years of work here at Ball State and his dedication to Ball State basketball. I want to thank him for the young men that are currently in the program. I'm very happy with what is here in that locker room, and that's a testament to James and his staff for what he was able to put together. I'd also like to say a quick thank you to all the players that I've ever had the opportunity to coach that have allowed me to be a part of their basketball journey. When I was leaving UCLA, I just thank them for being really good players. Because if you don't win and you don't have success and go on those runs, I don't believe I'm standing here in front of you today. So I also want to thank the players. Many of them are here in attendance. Some of them have class, and we want to make sure that they were in class today. So I did not get them out to be here, because it's not about me, it's about them and their journey. But I want to thank the players that are here that have allowed me to coach them for the last 10 days, that believe in me and committing to me and our vision for this program. And I want to thank them for believing in Ball State, and them believing that they can achieve everything that they want right here in Muncie and at Ball State University. I always believe that great teams represent the personality of their coach. And over time, I want to instill my competitiveness, my fire, my toughness into this team. And we want to play a brand of basketball that is winning. We want to win. Like, how do you want to play? I want to win. So if we got to play fast, let's play fast and win. If we got to play slow, let's play slow and win. But let's win. I feel like I've got a great opportunity to use my experiences, not only as a player and a coach, to help set a foundation for the young men in this program to be successful. I would love nothing more than to be in attendance one day for a day like this for one of the guys currently on the roster. You know, that's why I enjoy coaching so much. I had my experience. I absolutely love my experience as a student athlete. And if our players that leave Ball State feel the way about me and their college experience, the way that I feel about the man that I played for and my college experience, then I've done a hell of a job. And I know I'm going to be judged on wins and losses. I'm cool with that. You don't sign up to be an assistant coach at UCLA under 11 national championship banners if you're scared of expectations. But my true judgment, how I'm going to judge myself, is the players in this program and what I can mean to them and what I can do for them. I'm a basketball guy. I'm gonna quit talking. A couple things I want to touch on, but I'm a basketball guy. It's all I know. I got one recruiting letter from Yale. I turned in my academics, and I never heard from them again. So I can't do some of the things that President Burns can do, but I know basketball. I know winning. I know what good programs look like. I know how they operate. I know the people that are involved in those programs. And I have a burning desire to be successful. This job is very personal to me because I'm in Indiana. To lead a program in the state where you grew up, where basketball means so much, is something I'm very proud of. And I have loved my first 10 days here. The players have been great. Their effort has been off the charts. And I told them, like, hey, we're not going to be perfect. But if you'll work every day with that type of effort, like, you have to get, like, there's no other choice but to get better. And I've been extremely pleased with their acceptance of me and how they've worked. And I know if they work like that, we can build a program that you guys are all excited about. I'm here to prepare young men to be successful. And as we build this program, like I said, I want to instill my personality into this current team, and then we're going to recruit student athletes that are going to represent this university the right way. So if you love basketball, you're tough as hell, and you love to compete, you belong at Ball State. I'm extremely proud to be your coach, and thank you. Just one housekeeping item, and then I'll answer questions. I am currently working through my staff. I'm excited to announce that a couple of those men are here in attendance. Lou Godino will be our associate head coach here at Ball State. I've known Lou. I'm almost scared to say how long I've known you. But he's you can read his bio. He's a very accomplished coach. He's a guy that has even interviewed in the last 10 days for a head coaching position in Division I basketball, and to be able to bring somebody like him with his experience that I know so well and very comfortable in working with, very excited and welcome Lou to Muncie. You guys can clap for him. It's okay. Another member of the staff, Ben Botts. I'm extremely happy that he has chosen to stay and be a part of Ball State. I recruited Ben when I was at Eastern Illinois, and he turned me down, so I'm not as good a recruiter as everybody thinks, but I didn't let him turn me down this time. And to have someone that has been a part of this program that has, and the thing that stood out in talking to people about Ben, and some of the players didn't even know it, as I was kind of picking some of their brains, were what the things that they had to say about Ben and how he recruited them and how he's connected with players. That's the type of people that are going to be on my staff. You know, true connectors of people that aren't about themselves, they're about the team, about the players, and trying to help those guys be successful. So I'm extremely happy to have Ben stick around. And the last one I'll announce today, Bill Comar. He was here as the Director of Basketball Operations a year ago. I feel that Bill is completely overqualified for his position, but he does such a good job in running the office in organization, scheduling, the liaison, the academics. And I know like I said, I know myself better than anybody. I know my blind spots, and I need help in covering some of those areas. And I'm extremely excited that Bill's going to stick around as the special assistant to the head coach. Now, if there's any questions that I haven't already answered in the last 10 days, fire away. Is that what we're doing next, or is there
We're
something
good.
else?
We're, just for some housekeeping items too, we're going to have mics passed along for the media, and we will open it up from there. If you could just raise your hand, we'll call on you and pass along a mic, okay?
Mike, congratulations. Charlie Clifford, Channel 8, Indy.
Thank you for your Is this on? Thank you for your coverage this week.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
No,
Thanks.
we're thrilled to have you. I'm sure you fielded countless phone calls. What was one after you got hired that's stuck with you?
Well, I didn't realize I had so many friends. But not, I don't know if there was a phone call. I've had many conversations. Like I said, you take things from the people that you work for, and Mick Cronin in the last 3 years has really kind of opened my eyes to how I want to run a program, how I want to operate, and thinking about other things than just wanting to be a head coach. Like, okay, you're going to get this opportunity. What are you going to do with it? How are you going to go about it? And just, he's got a unique way of making you think about opportunities other than maybe what just naturally pops in your mind. So I would say those conversations with Mick about this opportunity and what I wanted to do with it really stand out. I think Mick's one of the best coaches in college basketball. I think he's finally at a place where he gets to show that every day, and I think you've seen with the success that he's had in the 3 years at UCLA that I'm not far off. Like, he's really, really good.
Can you hear me? Oh, Coach Robbie General from the Star Press here in Muncie. You talked about expectations and how those are obviously going to be here. What are your expectations for this program, and how do you get to that point?
Well, I came here to win championships. I think that's, I'm not going to shy away from that. Now, how quickly can we get there? Like, there's some players in this room that'll dictate that, right? But that's the challenge. We played Akron in the first round of the NCAA tournament, so I know how good the top of the MAC is. I know how competitive it is. I know the type of players that are in this league. And, I told our guys, like, anybody can come in here and stand in front of you and say, hey, we're going to go to an NCAA tournament, right? And you may get some eye rolls, even from the players. So I just try to simplify it. It's a process to me. I believe these guys went to Akron and lost by 10 points on the road. So to me, like, we can't clean up 5 or 6 possessions in the next 6 months. You just kind of really simplify how you're going to go about it. I think through the individual development that we're going to have this spring, summer, and fall, and then implementing, how we want to play. I'm here to win championships. I'm not coming back to this state to lose. Like I said, it's personal to me. So I like what we have in our locker room right now. I'm confident in what we can add to this locker room, and then I'm very confident in how we can go out and perform on the floor.
Congratulations, Coach. Daniel Keene, Ball State Daily News. Can you take me through the moment when you knew that Ball State head coaching was your reality?
Well, it was after one of our team meetings. I was down sitting, it was late. Beth kept me up late waiting on a phone call. But we were in Philadelphia, and I went down to the lobby, lobby area, bar area in the lobby to finally talk to my wife that I hadn't had an opportunity to do for a while, and the phone rang. So I kind of went off to a side room, or I don't even know, and had the conversation with Beth, and extended that, her and the president wanted me to lead their program. So obviously it was a pretty cool moment for me. It was awkward because you couldn't really, share it. Because you're in a group of UCLA donors and supporters, and and you're competing in the Sweet 16 in 2 days, right? So that was a little awkward. So I just like kind of peeled her out of there. I was like, hey, let's go. I'm tired, and then we went and had a moment. So, but it was pretty cool. And then obviously once the people at UCLA heard the news, they were all very happy for me.
Hey, Michael. Chris Hagan, Fox 59, Indianapolis.
Good to see you again.
Exactly.
I'm starting to connect with everybody.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Knowing your fiery, competitive nature, where you want to take this program based on where it is now, how does patience factor into that? Or is patience not an option?
That's my biggest weakness. You can ask my family. I'm not real patient, and I didn't come here to be patient. Being patient would be, that's a slap in the face to these guys that are sitting here that are players. Like, hey, I want to win in 4 years. Well, what about them, right? I mean, they're here for a reason. They've committed to stay here, try to chase championships, chase their dreams. They believe that I can help them do that. So no, I don't have time for patience.
Hey, Coach, Kyle with Sports Report Media right here. Ball State alum, so welcome home.
Thank you.
We'll welcome you as an honorary.
Thank you.
As you earn that. But with that said, the changing face of sports, NIL, a lot of the mid-majors are seeing their kids plucked and, poached. As NIL goes out there, you develop these kids and this talent. What do you say to Ball State and the community to step up and help with NIL and keep these kids here as the basketball of the changing face happens?
Well, I told these guys in our first team meeting that I'm not like these other guys, and I don't mean that in a negative way to any other coaches, but I'm not like a lot of these guys. Like, I'm different. Like I said, I've had my experience. This is not about me anymore. This is about me trying to help a group of young men be prepared for great futures. I also told them, you got a dude sitting right here that's going to fight for you, right, in every sense of the word. So if you want to talk NIL, and Ball State wants to, when people ask me, and I told them this in the team meeting, as a new coach coming in, when people ask me, how can I help, you're looking at a guy that's going to tell them exactly how they can help. And when it comes to NIL, we all know what that means, right? And I think anytime that these guys have an opportunity, like I was talking to them yesterday after practice about coming here. And I know not everybody's super comfortable in talking with the media. I said, but every time that you have an opportunity with a microphone in front of your face, you get an opportunity to tell your story and sell your brand. And you never know who's listening. It's a very powerful thing. Same thing with social media. The more times that these guys can get out in front of people and become comfortable speaking in front of groups and selling themselves, you never know who's listening, and it can lead to opportunities in the future.
Hey, hi, Coach. Nate Grubb, Ball State Daily News.
Well, we got a full staff of Daily News guys.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
You guys are skipping class, aren't you?
Not right now, but maybe if it goes long enough, maybe.
Yeah.
But you've been very active on social media, and you've also been very active already in the community. I think a couple people saw you on a One Ball State bus yesterday.
Couple.
Yeah,
I mean,
couple.
Brady Saleh and I were on that bus for an hour. Yeah.
So talk to me what it means to just put yourself out there on social media and already get immersed into the community right now.
Well, I think if you're going to build a program, you're going to do it the right way, and you're going to have success. It's more than just a coaching staff and a locker room full of players. It's going to take all of us. So everybody in this room, we need you invested in this program and trying to help us in every way. Because if we all know where we want the program to go. But it's going to take all of us to get it there, right? And so if you got questions about how do you help, ask me. I'll tell you how you can help. But I think that is a huge engagement. I think that's part of my job. I've never believed that I just want to be a basketball coach. Like I told these two during the process, like whenever my time here at Ball State is done, I don't want to leave here and like, oh, he was a good coach or he was a bad coach. Like I want to be much more and mean much more to this university and this community than just a dude that went out and won some basketball games. Like I want to do more. I think that's where when I talked about the vision and the alignment. Like I think our basketball program and the kids in our program can mean so much more to this university and can open a lot of doors for this university. Like I know what an NCAA tournament appearance means to a university. Like you want to see applications go up, let's go to an NCAA tournament and see what happens. And I think you can just build upon those things. And I want guys in our program that that are comfortable getting outside themselves and realizing that they're at a place that is much bigger than just them. And once they realize that, then I think they get a full understanding of what this whole thing is all about.
Hey, Coach.
Daily
Kyle
student.
Smedley, last member of the Ball State Daily News.
There you go.
But we got a couple photographers around here too. But I'm just curious. You know, you played under Bob Knight and then coached under him as your first graduate assistant gig, and then you coached under some notable programs, Butler, UCLA, among others. What have you taken from the coaches that you've coached under and played for that'll prepare you for this opportunity?
Well, like I said when I was talking, I think you take a little bit from each guy, and you kind of put it into your own personality, your views, and there's some things that work, and there's some things that you saw didn't work. There's some things that fit my personality, some things that don't fit my personality, and I'm very, like I said, I'm very comfortable in who I am. When I was 17 years old, I committed to Indiana. So when you do that, I was adopted by this state, right? And you kind of become, in the footprint of this state. And the state has been very good to me. But in doing that at that age, you're forced to kind of understand who you are, right? And get comfortable with it real quick. And so I feel, that very fortunate to have gone through that experience, and it's carried out throughout my career. I'm not going to try to be Bob Knight. I'm not going to try to be Brad Stevens or Mick Cronin or Chris Holtman. Like, I'm going to be me, all right? It's been good enough all the way up to this point, so I don't really see, with the help of some really good players, why it can't be good enough here.
Do we have any more questions from the media? Any more? We good? Okay, well, that'll do it. That'll conclude today's festivities. Obviously, if you guys are here looking for season tickets, stop by the ticket office. We got plenty to pass out.
There's the plug. There it is.
That's right.